Well, hey, howdy, and welcome to the Camp Wound Dog Workshop Dining Room Table. Um, First of all, I gotta give a huge shout out to my GPA cousin Danny Watkins. About a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, he sent me some pictures of a 316 he found locally, and he asked me if I thought it was worth what the guy was asking. So I told him, buy it and then turn yourself in for a Grand Theft Lantern. It was an extremely good price. He messaged back and said, well, I haven't got that kind of cash on hand right now. I'm going to have to pass. I said, Danny, please, if I send you some money, would you buy it for me? And he said, sure. So he hadn't seen it in person. He just saw the picture. So I said, okay, watch out for this, that, and the other thing. Go look at it. And if it's okay and there's no huge major flaws, buy it for me. And I'll cover shipping back to me. So he did. Sent me some pictures and it looked pretty decent. Pardon me. So he did. He bought it and he wrapped it up. And I'm telling you, Danny knows how to wrap. I took 2 packages, one for the glass, one for the parts, and it was bulletproof. Took me about 2 hours to unwrap it. Anyway, thanks, Danny, for your extra effort. This 316, when I got it, I was speechless. It looked like a 120-year-old lantern, tarnish and dirt and all that. One bad repair. But as I inspected it, it turns out that out of the 30-some arcs I've had come through the shop, I have never seen one in this good of original condition. This is not replated. After I cleaned and buffed and polished, this is all original nickel. Even the collar is bright and shiny. The globe rest is unmolested. And I think the reason for that was there was one bad repair on the lantern. The fuel pickup tube had evidently come loose and somebody tried to resolder it, and the picture Danny sent me had a huge glob of lead over there, and I think that it just wouldn't fire for him. It wasn't working the way it should. Anyway, melted that off, did a factory style repair on that, and I think that that's why this lantern probably didn't see much use. This is extremely rare. There's metal parts that I get that I always have to fight with to de-rust. One of those parts is this arch that holds the mast up. This is almost factory new. I don't know if you can see it or not. See those scratch marks in it? Those scratch marks are on both sides. And that's from when they made this thing. They would put a flat bar of metal in this form, come down with a big press and bend it into that. Anyway, so it's beautiful. It's incredible. In the top cap, these 2 cross pieces are usually rusted and just as nasty as can be. And I didn't even sand or anything. I just put these in my de-rusting solution, cleaned it up, and they're good to go. As far as surface condition, there are no dents, scratches, or flaws. The only dent in the whole thing, I don't know if you can see it. See that little tiny dimple there? That's the only dent in this entire lantern. The top assembly is completely unmolested. These are usually all bent and twisted up and just nasty. But they are in perfect condition. The only thing I'm going to have to do is one of the clips lost its foot. So I'm going to have to replace that. But I have spare original clips. So even the repair will be with original parts. The globe is also original. This isn't one of the Craig Seabrooks that Dan Davis is taking care of for us now. This is an original globe. The little tiny screws that hold everything together, completely unmolested. The slots are not bent and all snotted up. This is as original as it can get. The only thing it was missing is the bail. And I have one on an original on my grandpa 316 arc, and I know he'll let me use that one, so I can restore this 100%. And the top loop nut, although I make those here in the shop, I do have this is one of mine, reproduction. I do have an original, which I'm going to put on this so it will be 100% original. It's an early model, that's why it's got the 5-piece filler cap. But this is, without a doubt, the absolute best 316 in original condition I have ever seen in person. There's only one I've seen that was in better original condition, and that's in a collection in Japan, and I only saw pictures of that. So again, Danny Watkins, you are a rock star, not only with your guitars that you restore, but in being a good picker. So I thank you for that. You're a great pal. And when I get this all back together, I'll fire it up and post a running video. Thanks all. Have a good week. Goodbye.